Hello, my name is Greg Morton, and welcome to the Reserve California / Seacliff reservation YouTube video. I guess I should say how-to video. This video is going to be focused on Seacliff and how to make reservations at that particular park, but it is on the Reserve California system, and they are all, any campground on that system, it will use basically the same process. So this can work for other campgrounds as well. Before I get into actually showing you how the website works and giving you a few tips on how to make that reservation, let me just say this. There's a hard way to make reservations, and there's an easy way to make reservations. What I'm going to walk you through is the hard way. The easy way to make reservations is to let me do it for you. I do offer that as a service. If you go to the link in the comment section of this video, you will find a link to a website called easypcprograms.com. And once you're on that website, up here in the menu section, you'll see a page for Seacliff State Beach. Click on that, and that will give you information on what I offer. It is $60 for a reservation, which I think is a very modest fee for doing that. If you're interested in pursuing that and having me make a reservation for you, there's a contact form here at the bottom where you can give me your name and email address, and if you have any comments that you'd like to add as well, send that to me. I will send a form back to you where you have to give me enough information to make that reservation for you. I'm not selling it. I make it on your account using your financial information. If I'm successful, then you pay me the reservation fee. If I'm not successful, then you don't have to. Okay, so that's the easy way. Now let's get into the hard way to make a reservation. I'm now on the Reserve California website. As you can see, you would think that the first thing you would want to do is log in. I can tell you that I do not do that. And the reason is because I found that for some reason when I log in early on in the process, I'm more likely to encounter website malfunctions. So I have spent literally Reserve California updated the website several months ago. I spent a good 6 weeks every morning at 8 o'clock on this website experimenting, trying different things, and the one thing that I did find was that I was encountering malfunctions, and when I experimented with waiting to log in until I actually got to the reservation screen, suddenly all the problems disappeared. So I can't explain it, but it is it is a fact. At least it was for me. So I wait. All right, so the first thing you want to do is enter the campground that you want to go to. As you can see, once I click on this box, it brings up Seacliff State Beach because it's been one that I've used. Obviously, if you're the first time doing it, you just want to type Seacliff in here. It's going to come up at the bottom. You click on it. Now, in the future, anytime you go to the website and you click on that box, Seacliff should pop up as a recent search. All right, the next step is to put in your arrival date. Now, if you're not familiar with the way Reserve California works, is they are on a 6-month rolling window for reservations. So you're always booking 6 months out from today. Those are the sites that are opening up. So today is March 11th. So if I go to furthest arrival date, it's going to take me to September 11th. And this is really important right here to put in the length of stay that you want, because once you get into the reservation screen, if you get the reservation, if you're successful and you're the first one and it pops up, it's going to have this time frame locked in, and you can't change it. I've made that mistake before. For some reason, I only had it set to 1 day, and so what I did is I booked the reservation for a day, and then I quickly went back in and extended it. But anytime you make a change to a reservation, you get hit with an $8 fee. So make sure you get the time. I always do a week. So I always just go out the 7 days, click here, and now you can see that it's setting it here Sunday, September 11th to Sunday, September 18th. Now, when you go in the morning to do it before 8 o'clock. I'm actually after 8 o'clock right now. It's 8:24. But when you go in the morning, it will actually have it. The furthest out will actually be the day before, which is perfectly fine. Don't worry about it because you're going to actually be clicking on the date that you want when you make the reservation. But it is important to be in this area so that you can see what the availability is. All right. So once this is in, you click the Show Results. Seacliff State Beach is going to come up. Click on it here. Scroll down and see, and let me show you this. This is very interesting. This happens to me occasionally. You notice what happened up here on the dates? It changed, right? I had September 11th in, and now it's suddenly telling me September 5th. So keep an eye on this. I don't know why it does this, but it does, and I'm kind of glad that it happened while I'm recording this so you can see, because it does happen occasionally. All right, but so let me go back and get back to my date that I had set for. All right, well, now we're back to what I have. All right, so scroll down, we'll see that you've got overflow and you've got the campground. Overflow are the non-hookup sites. Campground are the full hookup sites. I only book full hookup sites. But I do believe that there's less competition on these. So if you're struggling to get a full hookup site and you want to, you're okay going without any water, sewer, electricity, then you can try the overflow. I'm spoiled. I only do full hookup. All right, now we're to the actual, this is where we're going to make the reservation. And so at this point, you can go ahead and log in. Once you get to this screen with the map and the list of the sites, you can log in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, I'm in. You can see now it says my name here. All right, so what we're looking for is the sites that are opening up. Now, as I said, it's past 8 o'clock, so the next time sites are going to open up will be tomorrow, which is March 12th. And so this row here, under the 12th, anyone that has this green with the two lines, this is what's going to be opening up. And you can see we're going to have quite a few sites opening up here on March 12th, booking for September 12th. Okay, so let me just walk you quickly through what the process is, and then what I will do is I will actually make a recording of once we get to 8 o'clock in the morning, or a couple minutes before, I will actually do a recording showing you in kind of real time what things look like and so you can understand better. But let me explain it to you now and kind of give you an overview. Now, when 8 o'clock rolls around, what's going to happen is you're going to get a little pop-up here that's going to say fetching content. And once that box disappears, all the sites that are open are going to turn a light green color. So all these boxes here are going to go light green. That's your signal that you can click on it and make the reservation. Now, if you're sitting here like this with this map, if you were to click on it, which these are not active, but if I click on the one next to it, it will bring up the same window that you'll see. If I click on it, it brings up this window here. And you can see it takes, what, half a second for that to load. So you don't want to make your reservation sitting like this. You want to already have that window open, and that's one of the tips to speed things up, because it really does come down to, it's all about speed. The faster you can get through the process, click on the buttons that need to be clicked, the better your chances of making a reservation. So if I want to, let's say, book campsite 9, what I want to do is I want to already have that window open for campsite 9. So I use the map. Obviously, you can click over here on one of these slashes, gray boxes with a slash. But I just click on the map, and I bring up the window. So it's already done. So I basically saved myself a half a second right there by having this already open. So this is what my screen looks like when I'm ready to make a reservation. So the process is going to be, I'm sitting here like this, 8 o'clock rolls around, fetching content thing pops up, this goes green, I'm already sitting here with my mouse ready to go, right? I don't want to have to move to it, you want to be ready. I'm here. As soon as this turns light green, I click on it. Then I come over here, I click on the I'm Not a Robot button, and then I come down here and I click on the Book Now button, which is not active, but when this goes green and you click on it, light green, this button will turn kind of a gold color, bright yellow gold. All right, so that's active. So the process is click, 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 and it's all about speed. Okay, well, I think I've given enough information here. So what I'm going to do is when about 2 minutes before 8 o'clock, I'm going to get back on here, and I'll actually walk you through then the process of what it actually looks like, what you can expect to see, and that should hopefully help you out. Okay, welcome back. We've got about 3.5 minutes before the reservation site becomes active. The sites open up. If you look at the screen here, you notice that there is now a countdown timer that's happening. You don't need to necessarily pay attention to that, because the reality is you're not going to be able to see it anyway. So let me give you 3 quick tips here before we get to this to the actual reservation process. Tip number 1, once you get on this website, do not open up any other programs on your computer. That seemed to cause problems for me. I don't know if they've got some kind of something that's trying to prevent bots from running or something, but once you get on the website, do not do anything different. Tip number 2, come up here and change your date. If you're going to be booking for the 12th, back off 6 days. And see what that did? That has now moved. The button that's going to turn light green is right next to this map, which is going to be the reservation window. So now instead of having to click here and move across, I click here and move across. So I know it might seem like a small difference, but I believe that the difference between getting a reservation and not getting a reservation is literally milliseconds. Plus, the other thing that's nice is now you see what sites are opening up very easily, the only ones that have the green. The other thing that you can do is, let's say, let me click on campsite number 9 here. Let me show you something. See this? It tells me how many people are viewing this site. So it might not be a bad idea to click around a little bit and see if you can find a site that nobody's looking at. Oops, sorry, can't click that button. 17. I got 4 people on that one, so maybe we don't go for that one, right? So you kind of get the idea here, right? Let's look at campsite 23. Scroll up, 2 people, right? So like there's always going to be people, but don't pick one that has 10 people looking at it, right? It just improves your chances. All right, so where are we now? We are, okay, 1:20. So I guess at this point I need to make a decision as far as what site I'm going to go for. Let's just go for campsite 9. Here's the deal. I'm not necessarily planning on being able to get a reservation here. In fact, I'm going to purposely slow down so that you can see exactly what happens. All right, I think let's just settle in on 15 here. So I'm going to go ahead and, oops, yeah, I got to hit that just right. 15. There we go. Make sure that the right window's open. All right, well, we should be down to literally just seconds here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have about 30 seconds left. So this is, the other thing here is make sure that you've positioned this so that you can just go straight across here. Again, just anything you can do to make things go quicker. If I had this where it was up higher, I'd have to come down at an angle. It's easier to just move your mouse straight across. So that's I guess another tip as well. All right, so now we're just going to wait for the remaining literally 10 seconds here. And then, as I said, we're going to get to fetching content. This is going to go light green, and we just have to click, click, click. All right, here we go. So I'm sitting here waiting. There's fetching, green. I'm not a robot. Book now. Oh. And I'll be darned, I actually got a reservation. There you go. You just saw me, and I usually move faster than that. I actually got a Seacliff reservation. It is possible to do, utilizing all these little tips and tricks that I just mentioned to you. All right, well, thanks for listening in. Again, easypcprograms.com is the website if you want help with the reservations. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will have more content coming relating to my full-time RVing activities. All right, take care.